Welcome to Fabio's Kitchen. We are cooking your favorite dishes with an Italian twist. Lobster linguine. You never had lobster linguine unless I make it. Few tricks up my sleeves, although there is no really sleeves, but the reality is that I'm going to show you how to make lobster linguine. First and foremost, the pasta goes in the water because the pasta will take longer to cook than the sauce. First of all, I gotta show you a little trick. You know what this is? This is called fencing. No, fence. It's not a fence, it's a fan. F-A-N. Fanning. Fanning. Fanning is a process that makes your pasta spread like a fan in the water so it doesn't stick together. Celebro. My Spanish friend will say that. Celebro, because mean I'm smart. Check this out. Fencing. What? Look at it. Seriously, this is the ultimate OG trick in the kitchen. And if you're not a millennial and don't know what OG mean, that means you're pretty old. But OG is the original gangster trick to make sure that your pasta cooks evenly. Look at that. All right, so now to the sauce. Garlic. I get a good amount of garlic because I like my seafood linguine. I like my lobster. Why I keep saying seafood? Seriously. Do me a favor from now on, every time I say the word seafood, put it like a duck choked up sound like wah, and put a counter because I'm gonna say seafood a lot. Because lobster is easy. Lobster is seafood, but it's not seafood if it's only lobster. Crush the garlic. Have I lost my mind today? Possibly. Extra virgin olive oil and butter. Why the combo? Because butter has a lot of natural moisture inside, different from oil. And you don't want to dry the lobster by frying the lobster in oil. Why the garlic is whole and not chopped? Because you need the flavor of the garlic, but you don't want the intensity of it. So that, it's there. Then I have seafood broth, shrimp's broth, or clam juice. That's one of the secrets to intensify the essence of seafood. It could be but seafood in this case makes sense because it's a seafood flavored dish. So you need the ocean to speak to you as you're eating this dish. And white wine because we need to drink and the lobster need to be deglazed with some white wine. So now look at this. This is pure lobster meat. Claws and body. I like a lot of lobster. And the reality is that I like a lot of lobster because, let's be honest, I can pay for it. Now, is it that expensive? No. You can buy a whole lobster at your grocery store for $10 to $12. That's about $10 to $12 a pound. So treat yourself once. Treat yourself before you wreck yourself. That could be a song. Treat yourself before you wreck yourself. Now, I'm going to add a little bit more butter to the sauce because I like it creamy. Now, check this out. Lobster is cooking. I'm going to add a little bit of white wine. Now I'm going to deglaze my lobster. I'm going to create a white wine lobster broth. There. I'm going to let these reduce. In the meantime, I'm going to give one little stir to my spaghetti, to my linguine. Now, why linguine? There is a difference between linguine and spaghetti. Yes, there is. Linguine is round, spaghetti is flat. Yes, you're right. My producer sounds like he knows more a lot about food than I do. Yes, linguine is flat, spaghetti is round, Nick. You should mark this day on the calendar because you're actually correct. Now it's going to be a national holiday, the day that Nick was actually right. It's going to be the national holiday. Right after 4th of July, we're going to do the day that Nick Cavalier was actually right. All right, spaghetti is round, linguine is flat. And linguine is a much better sauce for seafood pasta, like lobster linguine. I'm getting my seafood lobster hanging there. I'm hanging in there. So, you see the sauce that this created? Now what I'm going to get a little bit of seafood broth, shrimp broth, lobster broth, whatever broth you want to do, make sure that is seafood based, all right? I realize that I'm using the word seafood a lot in this episode. The counter must be already 5 or 6. A little bit of salt, but not too much. A little bit of pepper, but not too much. Now, I'm gonna chop some fresh parsley because I like a handful of fresh parsley in my lobster linguine. Good. And I'm gonna get a big plate. You know why this is such a big plate? Because it's lobster. Think about rich people that buy these huge houses and they don't even need them because honestly, you have a big house, you hang out in the kitchen and the bedroom and in the bathroom if you have to take a poop. Now the reality is that why big rich people need big houses? Because they want to stroke their egos. And I would buy a big house if I had the money to do so. But lobster is the same concept. For lobster, you need a big plate. You need a big plate because you have a rich dish. You need a big house when you're a rich person because rich people don't live in small, tiny house. That's a reality. So now, what we're gonna do here, here's the beauty of it. You can't listen to package direction. Package direction is going to tell you to cook your pasta for 12 minutes, which is great if you wanna hang a paint on the wall without using nails. You just put some pasta on the wall, it's gonna be so overcooked that you can hang a painting on it without letting it drop on the floor. You cook your pasta for 5 to 6 minutes max. That. And now, we're gonna finish our sauce by cooking the pasta in it. Don't touch it, don't look at it, leave it alone. Extra virgin olive oil, you know why? Because oil will help the pasta to suck up the water, the saucy, watery broth. And then, that on top. Now, what we're gonna do? We literally have to wait 3 to 5 minutes for the linguine to soak up all the sauce, and then it's a showstopper. I took my pasta out from the water very al dente because I like it to be al dente. You want your pasta to be al dente for a good seafood linguine. Who likes overcooked pasta? If you are an adult and you eat overcooked pasta, shame on you. If you were like 97 with no teeth or 1 year old with no teeth, it would be understandable. But the only way to eat pasta is al dente. Unless you like your food that come up of a straw, you need to eat your pasta al dente. It's better for your digestion, you chew it more, and it's overall much, much tastier. All right, here we go. Ready? Look at this. I mean, if you could smell these, oh, my God. Seafood. Lobster linguine. Honestly, guys, today we bear no expenses. Today we eat like kings. You want to eat like Floyd Mayweather eats every day? This is it. Look at that. Why Floyd Mayweather? Because he's rich and he can afford lobster every day. Doesn't even eat lobster? He likes lobster, right? I mean, he goes around with $1 million bag cash on his back. I might as well eat lobster, right? Shit, if I had his money, I would have lobster in my oatmeal in the morning. Anyway, Lobster Linguine, another great addition to this wonderful show called Fabio's Kitchen. Glorious. If you guys eat these without leaving some for me, I will choke you. Literally, I will stab you in the neck with a fork. Did I make myself clear?
No.
What do you mean no?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Hey guys, if you like this dish, please share it and subscribe to my channel.